Coming up on UIWtv, see how graduating seniors celebrated an important school tradition. Plus, find out what alternate events will be happening in San Antonio during Fiesta Week. And take a look at football's last game of the season. UIWtv starts now.
Hello and welcome back to the last UIWtv Newscast of the semester. I'm Andrea Oliva.
And I'm Zoe Del Rosario.
We're excited to bring you all the stories in UIW news, entertainment, and sports. Let's begin. UIW is pleased to have secured a limited number of COVID-19 vaccines. This past Monday, 500 students, faculty, staff, and immediate family members received their first dose of the vaccine at UIW's Founders Hall. Participants were asked to wait 15 minutes afterwards in order to ensure the absence of any adverse effects. The second dose will be administered on May 10th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
But that's not all UIW is proud of. This past Sunday, graduating seniors celebrated their accomplishments in a safe alternative. Joy Bergen has the story.
Alumni and Parent Relations hosted their 5th annual Red Put a Ring on It celebration on Sunday. Graduating seniors walked the red carpet to receive their class rings and celebrate their upcoming graduation. The drive-by event was a COVID-safe alternative to their usual gathering, but Lisa McMary, Dean of Alumni and Parent Relations, shared why it was just as memorable as always.
So it's very special when they come in as freshmen, they receive their freshman class pin. And this is their journey through Incarnate Word coming full circle to receive their ring. So it's the last step before they cross that stage.
Balloons, banners, and the spirited encouragement of UIW cheer and dance greeted the parade of students and their families. Along with their rings, seniors also received gift bags with champagne glasses to signify a toast to their accomplishments and their future. Most of all, though, it was a celebration of remembering their time at UIW.
4 years ago, at their freshman orientation, our graduating seniors signed this banner. Now they get to come back, see their name, and see how far they've come.
Graduating senior Krista Medrano shared how special her experience at UIW was to her.
The experience here has been phenomenal. Just taking in every moment here, being in college really has been just a really good experience.
After a few photos with Red and a solid Cardinal send-off, these seniors are on their way to do great things. Wishing all of our graduates the best with UIWtv, I'm Joy Bergen.
We want to congratulate the graduating class, especially for finishing their education during the pandemic.
The HEB School of Business and Administration has announced Dr. Jeannie Scott as their new dean. Dr. Scott had previously served as the interim dean since June 2020. Since joining UIW in 2003, Dr. Scott has occupied important roles elevating the business school.
As a full professor, Dr. Scott directed the MBA program and led UIW's internship program. She has also developed relationships with industries and organizations who have become clients to the school's capstone consulting courses. Students interested in joining HEB School of Business and Administration may visit UIW's website for more information.
While you get to see us at UIWtv, we're also part of a student media community. The UIW Logos was the first student media organization on campus. Brandon Swaby has more on the university's newspaper.
UIW Logos helps students, faculty, and staff get engaged with news, sports, and special events around the school.
But sometimes through a series of interviews covering spontaneous events, we want to reflect the life of the university.
With the help of the editors, UIW Logos continues to put out successful stories in their newspapers.
In order for a story to be worthy to be published in the Logos, we look at whether it concerns on campus or off campus events, concerns staff, students, student stories.
Because of the pandemic, UIW Logos made a big decision for the future involving their platform.
I think now that we converted into digital and it's going to save a lot of money, I think that we're actually probably most likely going to stay digital.
Before UIW Logos decided to go digital, this is where the magic happened.
The Logos has won numerous awards for journalism excellence and is always encouraging students to join. For more information, you can visit my.uiw.edu/logos. For UIWtv, I am Brandon Swaby.
To learn more about the student media organizations hosted by the ComArts department, visit UIWcomArts.com. Now we go to our live reporter, Abigail Velez, for a special story.
Your mental health matters. This is why some Texas residents will soon be required to dial 10 digits to make phone calls after the Federal Communications Commission adopted 988 as a new 3-digit number to access nationwide national suicide prevention lines and the mental health crisis line. Starting April 24th, Texas residents will need to dial 10-digit numbers to place their phone calls rather than 7-digit numbers. By July 16, 2022, all calls made to 988 in the nation will be directed to the National Suicide Prevention Hotline. This change comes after suicide claimed the lives of over 48,000 Americans in 2018, resulting in about 1 death every 11 minutes.
I mean, if you can call 911 for a crisis, there should be a similar three-digit number that you can just dial in for a mental health crisis, especially because that is such a vulnerable state and people need help immediately. Like, mental illness is very, very detrimental. And especially with COVID, people have been struggling more and more and they don't know where to turn. Having that kind of resource would be invaluable.
In the past year, the prevalence of suicidal adults in the United States ages 18 to 25 was at 11.8%, the highest percentage amongst all other age groups in the nation, according to the National Institute of Health. Third-year UIW medical student Pratusha Pila says having a 988 hotline for mental health crises will be beneficial for university students.
There are statistics showing that there are higher rates of mental illness in people who are in college. And with COVID, we're going to have to wait for the studies to come out, but it seems like those are skyrocketing just from, a clinical perspective of seeing people during psychiatric rotations and just anecdotally knowing people. So having that kind of resource more readily available would be beneficial, but making it more difficult for people to dial in would be detrimental. Like, so many of us go to college outside of our hometowns and we don't readily have family accessible to us. So making it a situation where young people are struggling to find help and have to work harder to find help would be catastrophic. But having a 3-digit number that you can dial into that, like 911, that's at our fingertips, I think that would be enormously beneficial and it could save lives.
UIW Counseling Services just updated their website, making it easier for students to access counseling services and speeding up the scheduling process. To schedule a counseling appointment, visit my.uiw.edu/counseling. I'm Abigail Velez for UIWtv. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Abigail. As the end of the school year approaches, many students find themselves asking about summer housing. This summer, there will be housing available in Hillside as single rooms and Skyview as double rooms. Housing operations will have summer rates later this month. Students must be registered for summer classes or be registered as full-time students in the fall before applying for housing.
Basically, once you fill out the housing application for summer, all it is going to ask you, what term do you want? Do you want summer 1? Do you want summer 2? Do you want the Maymester? Or do you want all three terms, so those 13 weeks?
Students will have to move out of their dorms after the Maymester and will move into the Hillside or Skyview for the remaining of the summer. If you'd like more information about UIW's housing, visit uiw.edu/housing.
After summer break, most students will be returning to campus to take in-person classes after more than a year of remote instruction during the fall. Students will be back to the normal classrooms at full capacity in a safely manner. However, the transition to in-person classes will be adapted to the current times. Faculty will be looking to provide students with remote learning options, including online courses for most core courses. Make sure to check your student email to read UIW's full statement.
You know, Andrea, with almost everyone coming back to campus during the fall, I think it's a great opportunity for students to grow academically and professionally. Sofia Martinez has more on UIW's honors program.
UIW has always been known for encouraging students to stay active in the community. What a better way to develop as a student and a professional than joining the honors program? Each student is required to earn 20 honors points among honors courses and activities in scholarship and self-development.
There are 5 components in the honors experience, which include advanced customized courses, social justice trips, creative portfolios, leadership opportunities, internships, workshops and luncheons, and service learning.
The honors program accepts incoming first-time freshmen, as well as current UIW students and transfer students. To be eligible, students must meet the GPA criteria.
Those interested in applying to the honors program must submit their application online.
To find the application, visit the UIW homepage and select eligibility and application and fill out the inquiry form. For UIWtv, I'm Sofia Martinez.
Students, remember to take advantage of all the educational opportunities UIW has to offer.
Speaking of students, Success will be transitioning to Canvas, a new learning management system. The school will stop using Blackboard on May 31st. As of June 1st, students will have access to the extensive list of features that Canvas provides.
According to their website, Canvas offers engaging course content, quick uploads, a variety of sharing options, an industry-leading mobile app, and more. To learn more about Canvas, visit their page under www.instructure.com.
Now we want to hear from our viewers. This week we want to know, what are you looking forward to the most this summer? Remember, you can find UIWtv on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with entertainment after these brief messages.
I won't look good in any of this. Why do I have to look like this? I just can't focus on anything.
If you are feeling alone or have self-deprecating thoughts, please reach out to a loved one because you are not alone.
You are watching UIWtv, the word on campus.
Welcome back, Cardinals. I'm Sofia Martinez, catching you up on the latest in entertainment news. Nothing uplifts the spirit more than sharing with others while letting your creative side go out. Hearts Need Art is an organization that uses the healing power of the arts to provide supports for patients with life-altering illnesses and their caregivers. This includes music, crafts, and simply connecting with other people.
And the thing is that art making is therapeutic and has therapeutic outcomes. So our patients report lower levels of pain, lower levels of anxiety and depression.
Hearts Need Art has been virtual due to the pandemic, but is now moving back to in-person treatment. They recently held a fundraiser to provide art kits, writing kits, and virtual support sessions to patients. If you would like to donate or learn other ways to help, visit www.heartsneedart.org. San Antonio has been known for its Fiesta celebration, and although Fiesta 2020 was canceled, this year's celebration is looking good and is set to be celebrated by the city. Nate Rodriguez is here to give us the latest information on what to expect.
To San Antonio, Broadway is home to the Fiesta Flambeau and Battle of the Flowers Parade routes. Although those events won't be taking place this year, many are hopeful for the events that might be taking place during the 2021 Fiesta celebration.
With the cancellation of Fiesta 2020, San Antonio and its residents are feeling the effects of what life is like without a citywide celebration.
So with Fiesta not happening in 2020, it definitely had a big impact on not only the commission, but all of our nonprofits as well that host official Fiesta events. So that's why we're really trying to make Fiesta happen in June. We know that these nonprofits need it and to give back to the city of San Antonio.
The Fiesta Commission is hopeful that partnering with the mayor's office and city health officials can make Fiesta 2021 a reality.
We're currently working with the mayor's office and Metro Health right now. The primary objective for hosting Fiesta in June is to make sure that it's safe for everybody.
Although the celebration may be smaller this year, the Fiesta Commission was proud to announce a brand new event hosted by Palo Alto called Show Me Your Mask.
So Palo Alto, they typically have their Fiesta event called Pack Fest. So that's not happening this year, but they did kind of make a new event. It's called Show Me Your Mask. During that event, it's actually starting to open for submissions from the public. They can submit, a mask decoration and submit it to MySA.
With this year's dates being pushed back to June, the City of San Antonio and the Fiesta Commission are hopeful in making this year's Fiesta a reality. For UIWtv, I'm Nate Rodriguez.
Thank you, Nate. I can say I speak for all San Antonians when I say we definitely missed Fiesta last year. I'm super excited to see how it will be held this year. UIW's own Fiesta celebration, Viva UIW, was rescheduled due to weather and will now take place tomorrow, April 23rd at 5 p.m. in the Skyview parking lot. Students can expect free food, great music, prizes, and certainly a great time. You won't want to miss out. And just around the corner, the Helotes Carnival begins April 29th. $25 armbands will get visitors access to the PRCA Rodeo Carnival and live concerts, hosting the musical talents of the Spasmatics, Aaron Copland, and much more. The rodeo kicks off at 7 p.m. with mutton busting, followed by 8 jaw-dropping events. The Helotes Festival Association will be presenting the new 2021 Miss Helotes Court. It will be a weekend packed with entertainment you won't want to miss. Speaking of live music, it's time for our Music in a Minute rundown. Here's Andrea Oliva to clue you in on the latest hits.
I'm Andrea Oliva, and this is Music in a Minute rundown. The #1 spot on the Billboard's Hot 100 is Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak with Leave the Door Open, followed by Lil Nas X Montero, which was last week's #1. Justin Bieber takes the 3rd spot with Peaches. Cardi B with Up takes the #4 spot with 9 weeks on the chart. And Olivia Rodrigo's Driver's License takes the 5th spot with 13 weeks on the chart. For UIWtv, this has been Andrea Oliva with Music in a Minute rundown.
Thank you, Andrea. There's nothing better than having a solid playlist of great music. You know the drill, Cardinals. We got you covered with music, and now it's time to hit the box office. The anticipated release of Godzilla vs. Kong arrived last month, and it did not miss. Kong and his protectors undertake a perilous journey to find his true home. Along for the ride is Gia, an orphan girl who has a unique and powerful bond with the mighty beast. However, they soon find themselves in the path of an enraged Godzilla as he cuts a swath of destruction across the globe. The initial confrontation between the two titans, instigated by unforeseen forces, is only the beginning of the mystery that lies deep within the core of the planet. I promise you this film will keep you entertained. You can stream it on HBO Max, and it's also still playing on select theaters. Before we go, a few months ago we told you about Dolly Parton's new comic book. Well, it seems she's far from done expanding her brand. Dolly has now partnered with Jenny's Ice Cream to celebrate her new flavor, strawberry pretzel pie ice cream. When the ice cream was first released online, it received so many orders that the website crashed, and they are not completely out of stock. People who were able to get some before this happened have now taken to eBay, selling the treat for up to $1,000 a pint. That's some expensive ice cream. Well, Cardinals, that's a wrap on entertainment. Stick around. We'll be right back after these short messages with our sports rundown.
Welcome to Campus Cardinals. This is the video with a small reminder following the COVID safety measures that we have to follow here in our nest. Some areas are strictly exclusive for one person only, following the advice of the CDC with at least 6 feet of social distancing. As we all know, we need to wear a mask covering our mouth and nose at all times on campus. If you reside in the Broadway campus, don't forget to check your temperature daily before you leave your room. And remember, we have a no guest policy. And remember to use the Cardinal Daily Health Check app and use hand sanitizer daily so that you make sure you're not spreading germs to classmates, teammates, or even work colleagues. Thank y'all for visiting the Nest. See y'all next time, and go Cards!
Great to see you again. I'm Zoe De Rosario, ready to bring you all the sports action across UIW athletics. UIW football season comes to a close following their loss against the Sam Houston Bearcats this past Saturday. The Bearcats struck first, scoring 2 touchdowns in the second quarter. However, the Cardinals kept their hopes alive by throwing a late touchdown to end the second quarter. Unfortunately, in the second half, the Cardinals weren't able to stop the Bearcat offense, which finished with 42 total points versus UIW's 14.
We had some explosive plays here and there, but we just weren't able to get in rhythm. Now, it started off bad. Our 2 centers are both out, so we played somebody that's never played center. Our snaps were not very good at first.
Despite the team's loss, UIW's quarterback Cameron Ward set a new Cardinal record for the most touchdowns in a single season with 24. Other player highlights for the season included Kevin Brown's 775 total rushing yards for the season and Cameron Moore's 96.8% extra point kick percentage. The team now looks forward to improving in different areas and being ready for the fall season. And next season is already looking promising for UIW football. The Southland Conference League office announced that 16 Cardinals made the all-conference team. 3 players placed on the first team, 5 on the second, and 8 on the third team. But that's not all. The conference named quarterback Cameron Ward Freshman of the Year. Ward is also a finalist for the nation's Jerry Rice Freshman of the Year award. Congratulations to all of our Cardinals. We're proud of the work they displayed this season. Our Cardinals showed out across all sports this past week. Last Saturday, the baseball team snapped an 8-game losing streak with a win 6-3 over New Orleans. Also this past weekend, the men's and women's track and field team competed in the UTSA Invitational. During the meet, there were strong Cardinal performances, including Matthew Hernandez's gold in the 800-meter run. On Tuesday, softball split their 2-game series against Prairie View A&M. The final score for the first game was a 6-0 victory for the Cardinals, while the second game finished 2-3 in favor of the Panthers. It was a great week all around for our athletes. We want to celebrate the players in both the men's and women's soccer teams for leaving their names in the conference record books to end their season. In the women's team, Isabella Beletzik earned a spot in the first all-conference team. Eve Clarkson made the second all-conference team, while Hannah Walsh and Sierra Wanamaker made the third all-conference team. These Cardinals contributed to the team's outstanding season, which finished with a trip to the postseason tournament for the consecutive time. In the men's team, two freshmen left their mark throughout the season. Eduardo Perez and Bess Emena were selected in the Western Athletic All-Conference freshman team. Both players scored important goals in the team's two-season victories. Congratulations to all of these athletes in their efforts. From the field, we now take you to the pool. The Coastal Collegiate Sports Association named Cassandra Phillips of the women's swimming team Coast Scholar Athlete of the Year. In the opening meet of the season, Phillips set a new UIW record in the 100 fly, finishing with a time of 53.6 seconds. Not only does she shine on the pool, but also academically. Phillips has a 3.99 cumulative GPA and is also a member of San Antonio Mathematics Scholars. We're very proud of you, Cassandra, and all of our Cardinals athletes who put in the work in the sport and in their education. Cardinals, we have an action-packed weekend. Let's take a look at what we have in store. Tomorrow, softball will host McNeese at 5 p.m. to begin their 3-game series. Also, baseball will be hitting the road to face off against Abilene Christian at 6:05 p.m. On Saturday, the men's tennis team will be competing at the conference championships at Beaumont, Texas. We're excited to see all our Cardinals compete this weekend. That's a wrap for our sports rundown this week, Cardinals. This has been Zoe de Rosario. But stay on your seats. We'll be back with 2 special segments after these messages.
During any health crisis, self-isolation is necessary to separate oneself from others to flatten the curve by stopping the spread of any infectious disease. During your self-isolation, you should try some activities to continue your active state of mind. They can include writing a letter to a friend, binge watching a new TV series, or FaceTiming with your friends or family members at any time. If you are feeling that you are developing a wide range of emotions that is affecting your mood, thinking, or behavior, connect with the crisis counselor during any crisis or during your self-isolation. Text the National Crisis Text Line. Text HOME to 741-741 or call the Bexar County Crisis Line at 210-223-7233. Create a plan, find support, and stay informed.
Last week, we mentioned a small business to support, and this week we have another one for you. Frank Flores paid a visit to B&B Smokehouse to see how it continues to thrive during the COVID pandemic.
Being the most visited city in Texas, San Antonio is known for its many attractions, from the Alamo to the Riverwalk and Tower of Americas to name a few. But it is the family-owned businesses that also give San Antonio that little extra something. Located in San Antonio's south side, B&B Smokehouse is well known for its phenomenal classic barbecue and outstanding customer service for over 60 years. From brisket, ribs, chicken, and smoked sausage, B&B will happily fulfill your craving for delicious Texas-style barbecue.
My favorite meal here is the chef salad with the chicken breast.
The name changed, but not the quality. People will not just come for the food, but the atmosphere as well. B&B Smokehouse has a close connection to the surrounding community, and current owner Bruce Finley and B&B staff strive to ensure a family-friendly experience to keep you coming back for more.
With that, of course, we take all the necessary precautions, right? Our buses are constantly wiping everything down, sanitizing. We keep people at the door in case, it gets a little too crowded standing in line.
The owner and staff work diligently to ensure a safe and clean environment as the pandemic continues. B&B staff constantly keep services clean and sanitized for the safety of everyone that enters B&B's doors. B&B Smokehouse continues to thrive through the COVID-19 pandemic thanks to the phenomenal community support. So, if you find yourself in the mood for great Texas barbecue, stop in at B&B Smokehouse, located on the corner of Pleasanton Road and Sussex Avenue.
It is always great to see the community continue to support local businesses to keep them going, but ironically, our field reporter Frank is vegan and cannot enjoy the flavorful food, but that's okay. That just means there is more for you. Be sure to stop by B&B Smokehouse and try their outstanding barbecue selection. Today is Earth Day, and we want to celebrate with you. Here are some fun facts about our planet. On April 22, 1970, the first Earth Day saw 20 million Americans take to the streets. It was the birth of the modern environmental movement. Concerts, protests, speeches, and every sort of gathering imaginable took place at colleges and parks across the nation. Also, did you know that the date of Earth Day was specifically selected to mobilize college students? In order to gain the most traction, the Earth Days project was specifically targeted on April 22nd, on which most college campuses fall right in between spring break and final exams. Lastly, the theme for this year's Earth Day is Restore Our Earth. The theme examines emerging green technologies, innovative thinking, and natural processes that can restore the world's ecosystems. Remember to do your part. This is our planet. Our planet is our home. Now it's time to take a look at our social media. Earlier in the show, we asked what you were looking forward to the most this summer. Joy Bergen is looking forward to being mask-free. Benny Resendez is looking to take summer classes to ease his workload. Also, Antonio Bocanegra is excited to go back home with his family and relax. Remember to follow us on our social media platforms to have exclusive access to our great student content and much more. Thank you for tuning in to our last newscast of the semester. We can't already wait to be back in the fall. Stay safe and enjoy your summer. Until then, this has been UIWtv, the Word on Campus.